Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to do another coloring on the page we're working on that I now have to find because I closed the book. It's in here somewhere. Anyway, we're working on the duck page in here, and I thought I had it. Okay, I have a paper in the wrong spot. I have to put that one up here so it's behind the page that we're working on. So this is what we've got so far. And we have a bunch of stuff left to do, and this is part 5. I giggle because I think, wow, this is taking forever. But I mean, I'm working an hour a day on it, so, or sometimes a little longer than that. We're going to do, I believe, the greenery in the back. We didn't do any of the leaves on any of these, and we've got some flowers on this side of the page that I want to bring some of the duck colors over to. So if you're wondering, we're working off the colors I put on the ducks. Ducks were the first part, and with all the colors that I put in them, we're bringing out a piece for every other element on the page. So the page is cohesive. I did add in a brighter green for the lily pads and such, but I mean, we're working kind of basically out of the tones I put in here. I almost have every Black Widow pencil out on my desk, minus a few in the green area and a bunch of the kind of orange colors I did not use. We are going to do these little trees and the greenery on all the flowers and cattails here. So I'm just going to pull out the rest of my greens. I'm not even sure if this is a green. I'm going to check. It's a bluish green. It's called Aquarius. So with this pile of greens, we should have enough to do a couple of variations on the trees in the background, a couple of variations that are not the same colors that are in the lily pads here for the greenery that's over here, so our little, even our cricket here will not blend in. And we'll use kind of cattails have got some leaves over here. We use those colors on the other side. So I just kind of have to figure out what's what here and what colors we want to use where. Now we're going to take the Aquarius out because it's kind of a turquoisey color, and I'm not sure where I want to put that. Turquoise is probably a little too close to that dragonfly, so we'll want to kind of do more foresty colors on the trees up there, but I'm not sure what we have. But we do have to pull up a kind of a teal color. We're going to see what green grass does for us. It looks to be the darkest tone I have down here. We're just going to pick a tree. This tree here. We're going to check that out. Okay, now I want to check that color to go down here to make sure it's not going to be too off, and we will put in, I am sure we have another green out here on my desk somewhere. Here we go. What are you? You're turquoise. Oh, well, that's a greenish color. What do we have here? Forest green here, so we'll put a little of that in with this color. And between those two, that might make a nice tree. Okay, those two will work. Then we have, what color is this one? Olive green. See how that works on this tree over here. And we'll keep it in with the forest green. Darken this side. Put a tiny bit of the lime fruit on the front. And we'll do a little lime fruit up here too. trees are just getting touched by the sun from the back of the mountain. Sure, why not? Keep on with the light source on this side. So we'll use these colors, probably one other darker green, if we can find a darker green on the table here. What are you? Huntsman. Okay, between those two dark greens and the three other colors we have, we should be able to get all these trees different colors. Was I even in frame when I was coloring those two? I don't know. But I'm going to stop the camera here and I'm going to get you down so we can get into one of these sets of trees and start coloring them. Okay, we're down nice and close now, so what we'll do, excuse me, sneeze. I'm going to go in with Forest, which is a Cobra 96. And we're going to do kind of like every other tree in this color. So just going to do dark down at the bottom and kind of leave that portion for another color. Lightly bring it up. We did that one in Forest, this one in Forest. We'll just attempt this one here. That might need a different color. This one here. And about this one. Okay, the other ones we're going to do in the this one's hard for me to say for some reason. Huntsman, Black Widow 117. So we'll go down. It's more of a brown green tone. We're going to stick that in some. We're going to put it on this one too, just to change it from that one a little bit. Okay, then we're going to go in with, let's see, on that one we'll go with the olive green. Just bring that up. Those two play nicely together. Okay, and then we're going to add in on some of those some green grass, which is a scorpion. And then on the other ones, we're going to add in the lime fruit, which is a scorpion 29. Go back in with the Huntsman, and we're just going to lay a layer. I got some in the mountain. Whoops, I'll have to erase that. Just behind the mountain there. Just on this side too. Eraser. We'll have to go back over that area with the pink and gold. So let's see, we got gold right here next to my desk. And we'll just go over that gently there. Okay, so that's what our trees will look like. Then we'll just go over and do the other section. Hold on, I'll move the camera. Okay, so we'll do the same thing here with the forest and the huntsman. Just pick a few at random here. The tips of these trees are going to be light because we are right next to the sun, so we're just going to do the bottoms in the colors and then go lightly up the tree. This one. And this one. Okay, we'll go in with that was the forest. We're going in with the huntsman now. Okay, then we'll take in the olive, wherever the olive green is in my hand. I like it with that brownish green, just kind of up a little. We have a little of that sun coming down on the tip of the tree already, so we're just going to lightly bring that up. And up that one goes. Then we bring over the lime fruit and just kind of go up on all of them. It'll blend right into that yellowish color. The yellowish color is mustard and gold, so if we don't have enough in there, we're just going to bring it down in. Blend it right down onto the tree. Okay. We're going to take the mustard, just kind of shade the sun there around the trees so you get a different look there. Okay, then if we have to, we will blend in a little more here. This is the grass green. Just going to lightly touch those. A little of that. Just so they blend a little better. Okay, then we'll take in the forest on these and darken it up. So it's hard pressure and then just lighter and lighter going up to the edge on all the ones we did with the forest. And I don't know which ones they were, so we're just going to mix some of this in with all of them. But that gives us a nice little differentiation between the trees so they don't all look like they were colored exactly the same. They look like we got some depth going on in there. So there are trees. We're going to go over, because this side is not as many as the other side, we're going to do some of these leaves here. These were done with the Huntsman and olive greens and such, so we're going to kind of stay in that realm for the cattails, what was on the outside. So I got to find the Huntsman, the olive green, and I think it was the lime green. There might even be a tiny bit of turquoise, but I'm not sure. So I will bring those colors in, and we'll do just the little leaves that come out from the cattails. This curly one, I have no idea what that belongs to. It just seems to be an extra one in the background. Since there is no other flower arrangement over here, all these leaves are going to be done basically the same. Even this one that's kind of just sitting here. Okay, I might put another little leaf on that or something and make it into a plant. It looks a little odd to me. So we're just going to go in and color some areas dark and light, just to give it a variation in the colors down here. I'm going to move the camera down just a little bit more, get a little closer to it, and you'll notice there's a little bit of purple here. We're going to use that as a shadow because it doesn't really bother me if I go over the lines. So this is Huntsman, and we're going to just go over that purple and bring a little shadow down here. The water might be a little darker. I'm just going to go back and forth with these colors until we get desired effect. This is now the olive green. And then we'll bring in a little of the turquoise and put that down here on the bottom. Take some of the lime fruit, put it on that side. And there we have one done. And we'll just keep working like that all the way across, getting them all done. So we'll put the darkest tone down here. I think this is one here. This one looks like it's growing a butterfly. We had a bunch of snow come in last night. We were expecting it all day, and that never came, so we kind of went to bed and thought, it's no big deal. And woke up to it this morning. We're fortunate, well, I didn't get as much as they said, so it's still drivable. I'll put the light color up here. You can't see that. And then go in with the, oh, that was olive green. It wasn't exactly light, but take that down here. The lime fruit, and we'll bring that down. Go back in with, I can need to sharpen that color. It's not sharp enough to get into those tiny little areas. So they say we're going to have snow flurries for the rest of the day, week, whatever. As long as it doesn't stick, I'm fine. I don't like driving in the snow. Probably wouldn't get along too well in states that have a lot of snow. Okay, so we're just going to keep going over, and if we go out of the lines, it's okay. The sky is going to be done in blues, light blues, because the sun is rising. What is this? This is olive. And then we'll bring in the lime. Go back to the, we'll add a little turquoise in here. So basically that's the way we do it. We just go in with each color and decide what's what you like. Just adding in those three with a little turquoise after we're done with the most part of it, just to add an accent color in there. That one gives it a shadow because it's farther back. Okay, these are just going to be done the same way. Really hoping this wasn't a tail feather for the duck. The other duck doesn't have a big tail feather, but kind of looks like it is, but it could be a leaf. I'm going to make it a leaf. If you guys want to make it a tail feather, you can. But I'm going to make it a leaf. I really like this book, but sometimes I get a little confused on what I'm coloring. And we'll throw some turquoise in there. Okay, we'll do this one over here. What color do I have? I'm coloring, you can't see it. Sorry. That was the Huntsman. We're going in with the olive green. Lime fruit. And back in with the Huntsman to get that a little darker. Then we'll throw a little turquoise in that one too. Okay. And then what we're going to do, move some of those pencils for this guy. I'm going to get a pencil, if I have a pencil somewhere in here. I do. Give me your pencil. So we're going to make kind of a water that this plant sits in. Kind of give it a couple of spills around. I'm going to bubble there. And just go like that. We're going to bring up a leaf this way. Just a simple one. Put it down in the water, and then one coming up this way. And bring it up. Put some lines in it. Blah, blah, blah. We gotta need to put that in with ink. So we're just gonna use our Prismacolor and draw it back in. Up goes the leaf. Down comes the leaf into the water. We'll bring down some lines. Put in some dots. She's got lots of lines and dots, so just kind of doing the same thing. Up here and make a leaf. And down. It'll have some lines coming down, some dots. We'll have to color over those. So first thing I'm going to do is put some Posca in it. Right over these lines on the inside. Let that dry. Can't color over it while it's wet. So, lift that up a little bit and we'll color these in. Same colors. So we'll start up here. Oh, we gotta erase the, it's my little candy. It's my little candy eraser. It's just a soft, eraser, so I don't have to bring in the heavy duty eraser that I had out. It'll help shade it up a little bit. Down here at the bottom of the water, we have to use the pen to get water in there too, so I'll also do that at the same time. Something like that. You don't have to be an artist, you just have to get some kind of line down there. When we're coloring it, you won't see any of that messy line work I just put in. We'll erase what we got down here. Pencil lines. good enough. Now we will color in the plant life. So we'll start at the top. Try to get it all in. Start down here and put in the Huntsman. It's a big blade of grass. Okay, now the olive. When you're coloring on the Pastel, you have to color really lightly. It's probably not going to be as nicely done as the rest of these, but you'll get the gist. Okay, this is the olive. I'm pretty sure this is the olive. It better be, because I'm trying to get these colors memorized. Yeah, up we go. Leave a space over there for the lighter color. And down here, slightly go over it. It helps if you have kind of a soft side of the pencil. Okay. Then we're going to go in with the, what is it called? The lime fruit. You can go over your other leaf too. Okay, then we'll go back in with a little bit of the, what do I have? I want the Huntsman. Did I put that one down? There we go. Just to darken this side up a little bit more. Just really soft. You'll see some texture in it, but this is a turquoise. We're just adding some in. Okay, that looks pretty good. Go back in with the lime fruit and blend that in. Be real careful on this side. Pastel is acrylic paint, and we could just scratch it right off, and we'd have to do it over again. Okay, I'm going to bring in my heavy-duty eraser and just get rid of this fuzz on this side. Okay. And that's how I give that a leaf. Okay, so that's how those look. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side of the book. When I come back, just the leaves will be done on this side. And then we'll get the flowers done and such when I get these parts finished. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, hopefully you can see both sides. I finished up the leaves on this side and of course this side. These are only the leaves that go with the cattails. You'll notice extra stems coming up. They're for these lily type flowers, and I'm assuming that this goes with these little flowers here and these little flowers here coming down. And then there's a line that comes up for this one, there's a line that goes down to this one, and then there's this little line here. I'm going to wait until I color these to find out if that's just like a baby leaf over here. So, like I said, some parts confuse me on this page. So we've got those done. I want to do the flowers on this side. So we're going to bring over the duck bill color, the kind of pink, for these little flowers. We will bring in kind of this color for the lilies that are up here. And for these, I'm going to bring down some of this purple. So we'll have a 3 of purple. We'll have kind of a 3 of this pink. We'll have the kind of 3 of the bill color. I'm going to try to get some of this in something over here also, maybe the butterflies. We'll get some of that color. Then we'll have just a basic cohesiveness on those. Still haven't figured out these. I was reading some of my subscribers' comments. Someone suggested they might be rocks. Someone suggested they could be bushes or low-lying treetops. Either way, they're probably going to get colored in the same color as the cattails back here. The water, like I said, this is going to be hilarious because I have not even figured out how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try to bring some purple down into the water and get it kind of a dark bluish purple up here, and then kind of a murky green down here where the, I'm assuming, algae pods are growing. We'll figure it out. But the water is going to be the last thing in the page. The sky is going to be done probably with distress ink and some clouds up here. But we're going to work on this portion first. I'm leaving this swirl thing alone for now. We're not going to even think about it. I don't know what it is. So we're going to get down here and work on these flowers. So I'll get the camera down. Okay, we're going to try to do the little tiny guys first. So we're going to do them in the same color as the beak of the ducks. Or I'm going to at least try. We've got the Black Widow Candied Pink, the Scorpion Burgundy, and the Cobra Space. Those are the colors I used on the beaks over there. And these are awfully tiny flowers, and I don't know how I'm going to get all that color in there, but we're going to try. So we're going to start off with the Candied Pink, and we're going to go on one side. So we might as well go on this side where the sun is shining on the side over here. We'll just pick one here. It's okay that we went over in purple. It'll be a nice shadow. I never get too upset if I go over the lines. Just kind of putting some pink down. These are, I'm assuming, buds, so we're going to put pink on the top, and then whatever color I put down in the stem will be on the other leaf bottoms there. Okay. Just bringing some color over, and they are flowers, so they'll be pretty no matter what color they are. And you can see those, and we're going to do these little buds the same way down here, just to get color on them at the same time. Okay, the next color we go in with is Burgundy. Put a little of that down and bring it up. probably should sharpen this a little bit. Get down in there real good. I think I will. Sorry about that. Okay, nice sharp point, make it a little easier for me. Get my little duster out and dust that off, but giving it a little blow will get it off too. Just sharpened it so it has a little dust on it. There's a third color that comes in here, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put it on those little ones. So maybe I could just put it in the circle in the middle of these. Got no clue. It's a purple. And we put the purple in the last one, so I'm going to sharpen that one up too. Okay, let's see what this does. Just kind of go on the edge there. Get that just a little darker. So we'll get it right down here. And now let's go back over with the burgundy. That was space. Which one did I put it on? Blends nicely with the burgundy. Can't even tell. I don't think I went all the way around. Then I'll just come back in with the pink. Leave a tiny tip up there if you can. I want to go in with the white, like on the beak. Just a tiny bit of white up there. Okay. I think I did this one, so we'll just darken that up. Okay. Didn't put the space on all of these, so I'll have to go in and do that. And then these guys over here. Burgundy in on top of that. Hold on a second. Alright, we're doing the burgundy on here. This is not burgundy. This one is, sorry. Okay. You can see those, right? I'm hoping. My phone went into low battery mode and I had problems getting it to turn off. So sorry about the technical difficulty. Seem to have that a lot lately. Okay, we're just adding the burgundy into these flowers, and then we'll go back in and make sure we have the pink down nice and bright. Okay, then over here, leaving a little white or green in that matter at the top. Okay, so like we did with the beak, we're just going to add a little bit of the Prisma white at the top here. Blend it down into the pink. Just on the buds here. Maybe a little on here. There we go. Okay, those flowers are done except for their centers, which are going to be similar to their stalk, and I have to figure out what color I want to do. The stalk is going to have some green in it. Let's see. What color are you? Go with the olive green. Just light coloring on there. Do just one of those leaves. Doesn't matter. We'll bring it down and follow it all the way down the stalk here. Okay. Same on this one over here. The stalk comes down here and then goes up. Okay, we'll add a different color in there. Let's see what we got over here. We're going to throw in some toxic green. What a name. See what it looks like. So we'll just throw a little at the bottom, color in a little bit at the base of that. Just to give this a different color from the other greens we've used. Okay. Same thing over here, just add some in. Okay, now we're going to do one of these flowers up here. It's going to be done the same as the other flowers, and that's what's done in pinks. So I believe it was the fancy pink and the burgundy. So here we go. Gonna throw in some fancy pink in here. Kind of come down to the edge. This is going to be the yellow portion. Same with here. Throw it in that area. We'll put some here. Put some up on these. I really don't know what kind of flowers these are, so I'm just laying down some color on them to make them look nice. Hopefully. Okay, so we'll lay that down. Then we'll come in with the burgundy. And we'll just go where it's dark. And kind of just drag it up there. Make sure it's nice and dark at the base parts. Just little tiny lines and squiggles down in the deep dark areas. Do that down here too. Okay, and then just like on this side, okay, then we get the, I believe it was gold I used in that. And we're going to put some of that over here. Again, where the sun is. So just mix that into the pink. Bring back in the pink. Not the plum pudding, just the plain old pink. Fancy pink. We're just going to blend that in a little better. Put some in that yellow. Okay, let me throw a little bit more of the burgundy in the shadow here. Darken it up in the very corner here. Make that as dark as you can. Bring back in the pink and just make sure it blends. Okay, up here on this one, just going to bring a little of that burgundy in on this side. And then we'll throw in some of that yellow up here. little bit in here. Just go back over it with the pink. And then the burgundy. Okay, do the same thing with the other petal here. Dark down in here. Go in with the pink. Throw in some of that yellow, or the gold, I'm sorry. Back in with the burgundy here, darken this corner. And then I'm going to turn the book a little bit. Come down here again. Darken it a lot underneath this little petal part. Just kind of going over the rest of everything basically. Sorry. Just darkening it where I want it darker. And getting all those colors blended in a little bit more. And we'll bring in a little white. Just add it where you want a little bit of a highlight. Make sure everybody is blended together with it. Okay, I'm only going to do one of these. They're going to be done the same way, so you'll get the, what color is this? Sure, we'll go with the toxic green again. Then we're going to bring that up here. Kind of go down the stem. We have another leaf here. and down the stem. Okay, we'll grab a, let's see what venom does. A little bit of that. Okay, then we will need a darker color to color that in with. I don't know if the olive will darken that up enough. Huntsman might be a little too brown. I'll throw a little Huntsman in here, just where the dark venom was. Shadowing. Okay, that darkened it a bit, and then we're going to go in with the olive green. Okay, and we'll go back in with the venom and darken all that up. Okay, and then there needs to be another color on that just to smooth everything out, and I don't want to use white. Let's see, how about some mustard? Gives it a nice little highlight, brings all those colors together, and makes it different from everyone else. That works. Okay. Let's see. The rest of those will be colored the same way. And we're going to do one of these down here. We're going to bring the purple. We're going to try to bring the purple from the duck. Let's move it over. This kind of purple here with a little bit of pink in it. So that was done with blues. Let's see. Go with space, plum pudding, the pink, and some purples. The greens go away. Oh, and there was a blue in there too. Oh boy, this is a lot of color for a flower. But we're going to try it. Okay, we're going to start off with the light pink in the center. Kind of go out to where the little bubbles are. Just kind of get it out and into the other area. Okay. Then we will bring in, by the way, that was Fancy Pink. I'm gonna bring in the plum pudding. I'm gonna go around the center here and pull some of that out. Okay, the blue started off with, I'm thinking, did I start off with that one or did I start off with the purple? They get mixed, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with the purple here. Bring that down to the pink. I don't know if I'm going to like this, but we're going to see what we get. And if we don't like it, we'll, you know, I have an eraser. This is the blue. Bring it right on the purple. Must have had another blue or another purple in here. What do we have? That's greens. I don't know. We're gonna work with this. The purple comes down onto the pink. This is space I'm using, so it goes up into the blue. And down into the pink. I'm going to section this off into petals, just because it'll be easier for me. There we go. Okay, we'll bring back in the pink a little bit. That is the plum pudding. The galaxy blue. Okay, that's a petal. Do the same thing on all the other petals. This is space. And I think I put the blue up here first. Space again, just to darken that up here. Not too much because I have to add the pink in, so we're going in with the plum. And then we'll come down with the blue. And blend in with the purple space. Okay. So we will just keep working around the flower that way. I'll finish off this flower and then I'll do the rest off camera. So the purple. The blue. Okay, the plum pudding. Go back in with the blue. Back in with the purple, or space, I'm sorry. I call it purple, but it is space. Okay, if you want, you can add, my little white pencil is getting pretty bad here, a little white into this blue, just on that side, so you can define the petal a little bit better. Put it on this side, and then I kind of messed it up on this one, but we'll add the white in and define that right there. Okay, so then we kind of have our petal. It's a flower after all. Go back in with our lightest pink. Just blend that a little bit better down here at the bottom. I think that looks pretty good. It's going to be a nice dark over here for the nice, I'm going to let the camera up so you'll see a little bit better what I'm talking about with the duck chest. So these flowers will match that and bring that and this purple down a little bit. So we'll have that. The flower up here brings up these flowers. And these little guys bring over their beak color. So that will all work. And then we'll have to come back in part 6, do the butterflies and whatever these are. Try to get to the sky and the water. Sorry. I am going to go ahead and color this little swirly thing the same color as I did this stalk here, because I'm going to need to bring some of that green over here. So other than that, we are done. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry this is taking so long, but it is a double page spread, so we'll see how it ends up. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in part 6. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now. Take care.